These are the top 5 things that salespeople say are facts, but in reality, they mean nothing at all. If you don't know, my name's Tommy. I've been in the car business most of my adult life, done sales and finance, but now I negotiate car deals. Enough about me. Let's talk about these facts. Really quick before the facts, just remember, negotiation is a game of chess. Only one side knows how to play it. This channel is designed to teach you how to play the game. All these tactics I'm about to say, there's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing slimy with them. This is what a dealership is supposed to do because their number one goal is to make a profit. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just like there's nothing wrong with us trying to get a deal. Anyway, let's get to the facts. The first one on my list I absolutely love because once you start negotiating online, you hear this all the time, which is your presence is power. Now you're gonna hear this when you're negotiating online or trying to get a discount, and the dealership doesn't want to do that discount or don't want to move farther. So they say, if you want the best possible deal on this car, your presence is your best negotiation tool. Now what I will tell you is this is a load of BS. This is not true. And again, the dealership's goal is to get you in store because that's what they make the most amount of money on. Realistically, your best negotiation tool is competition. Competition has always driven the price down. If you don't believe me, just look at the entire free market. Competition has always driven the price down, and it always will do it, including cars. I negotiate deals all the time. This is how I get the best possible deals. And the reason why I love it so much is because it's a surefire way. It doesn't matter if you are an expert negotiator or somebody that's never negotiated in their entire life. If you can send a text, you can send an email, and you can contact 20 different dealerships, you are going to be able to get the best price. It's as easy as that. Number 2 on the list is I can't give you numbers on your trade. I have to see it. My manager has to drive it first. And you're going to hear this obviously when you're negotiating online. And guys, this is BS. First off, have you heard of Carvana, CarMax, and Vroom? They seem to be doing just fine by doing this exact thing. Secondly, there's actually a phrase for this exact thing in the car industry, and it's called a sight unseen appraisal, meaning that they have not seen the appraisal and they're going to give a number on it. Yes, this number can change depending on the condition of the car, but I've seen dealerships try to do this on a 2023 Subaru Outback with 3,000 miles. Realistically, you do not need to drive that car to see if it's in good condition. You can put a number on that car, and once it comes in, if the car was smoked out or clapped out or anything stupid like that, you could then explain why you're reducing the number. But I promise you, dealerships just don't want to insult you over the phone to the point they're going to lose your business. So they'd rather say, I'm not going to give you a number at all. When you're doing your trades, the best thing to do is go to Carvana, CarMax, and Vroom. I'm going to get to that a little later in the video, but that's the number 2. Number 3, I understand the price of the car and the trade are important to you, but none of that matters if the payment doesn't make sense. So what payment makes the most sense in order for you to drive the car home today? And the reason why they're moving you towards payment is it is so much easier to manipulate payment without losing too much money. For example, you can make a longer term loan. You can go from 60 to 72 months. That's going to lower the payment. Dealerships normally pack a payment. What that means is they'll start off with a 10% interest rate. In reality, you might qualify for a 5 or 6% interest rate, but they're packing that so they have room to reduce it. They can convince you to put more cash down. Cash down is money out of your pocket, not money out of their pocket. When you're focused on the price of the car and the trade, they can only lose money. But the second you focus on payment, it makes it a much easier negotiation. And to be fair, it is what most people care about when they're negotiating a car deal. Yes, the price of the car is important, but what probably the most important thing is your budget. So it's a good idea for the dealership to get you there, but understand they're just doing that to maximize the amount of money you have. So you should know what your payment is before you ever go to the dealership. This is the best time to buy. It's the last day of the week, month, day, year. We're talking about quotas, guys. They're important, but they're not as important as people make them seem. So first off, the only important quota that really matters is new cars and monthly. That is what impacts inventory moving forward. All of that being said, annual quotas, quarterly quotas, daily quotas, they don't mean much at all. Maybe they're a personal pride point, but they're almost always using these as ways to convince you to buy now, not buy later. Understand monthly quotas are important, but again, you have to find the perfect dealership that might be a few cars away and they're very close to that quota. Dealerships are normally not going absolutely crazy to get these deals. And if you use competition, they're probably going to give you that same deal anyway. So don't wait to the last day of the month to buy a car. Use competition in order to drive that price down. You're going to do just fine. Carvana and CarMax will never give you that for their trade. Realistically, they will probably beat you down and probably give you way less. You should just take our offer because it's sound. Dealerships love to say this, and I will tell you that I probably have more experience with Carvana and CarMax selling cars to them than almost anybody that I can think of, other than maybe somebody that works at Carvana and CarMax. I've done hundreds of deals with them because that's normally how I recommend my clients sell their trades. I will tell you that I can count on less than 2 hands, these 10 fingers, the amount of times that Carvana and CarMax has changed an offer by more than 500 bucks. And normally, almost all of those times are because I inputted something wrong in the system and I take ownership of it. I don't fault salespeople, because when I was in the dealership, I said the same thing, and I believed the same thing. I believed there was no way that there is a business model that is giving $3,000 more than our top dollar. But in reality, the entire business model of Carvana and CarMax is they're more than willing to overpay for a trade because it's always going to be cheaper and a better quality vehicle than what you buy at auction. I don't know if that's the right or wrong model, but that's their business model. So once you understand that, you know that this is what they do and you will get these deals. If you're ever worried about it, CarMax, you can just bring the car to CarMax and actually have them view the car, give you an official offer, which is almost always the same, I promise you, as long as you didn't input something wrong. And then once you have that, you have another 7 days to think about it. So know that these offers that you're getting are probably pretty darn sound. And that's it. I have a whole list on my phone. If you guys want to see more of these, I certainly can. These are small things that dealerships are going to say when you're negotiating and knowing how to overcome them. I always preach negotiating online and over the phone. If you do this, you're always going to get the best deal. So if you guys like this kind of content, which you'll like, follow, subscribe. If you guys want to see some deals that I'm negotiating for my clients, go over to my Instagram. I post a new picture every single day for the month of January, showing you what kind of deals you can negotiate on your cars. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate it. Looks like we're about to hit 20,000 followers today, which is insane in less than 5 months of being on this platform. It's awesome. You guys have been incredible, and I have nothing but just being grateful for what you guys are doing. So thank you guys. Have a great day. And if you need anything, let me know in that comment section below. Thanks.